I made $60,000 trading SPY in the past 10 days between the 21st and the 31st. And before that, 25 days ago, I made $37,632.57 in total because the strategy works. And I've just been holding a little bit longer. My strategy is exactly the same, right? And it does work. So if I go to Thinkorswim here, this is literally, I'm not kidding, what I did. For the past week, I only did 2 trades for this week over here. So on Tuesday, I did this over here. Let me go ahead and zoom in for you guys. So on the 5-minute chart, again, this is how my strategy works, right? Pull this over. So on 9:30 a.m. CST, on the left side of it, I draw the lowest point of the day where 2 candles agree and the highest point of the day. At this point in time, it was basically all downtrending, right? Just down, going down. So I had this piece here, came around, came back over on the 1-minute chart, which we'll flip to in a second, and then it fell down. If we go to the 1-minute chart, it did that, right? There's that piece over here, came around, came down, had a zone, reversal, confirmation, and then boom, entry on, if I can draw it, this little spot here. So I entered a little bit before 9:30 because realistically, as long as it happens, even if it's 2 minutes before, you can still enter the trade. So it happened, boom, fell down. I entered here and I exited somewhere down in this area as it started coming up, essentially. Could tell you exactly where because it was one time. So enter here, exit there for a huge win, so to speak. So if you think about it, let me go back, FY. You can imagine how much money just that was alone because typically if I enter here and let's say I exit here, this is 5K of a win. So if this is 5K, if I go ahead and draw that out, by the way, just as an example, from here to here with 100 contracts, it's like, well, how much do you think that is, right? You don't need that many. And if you're wondering, what made you think you should hold on, Maurice? Well, again, it's just basic logic premise of, it looks like it's from, at least this spot here, it looks like it's just going down. I wonder if it'll just continue going down for a certain period of time. And then I just held it. And now I know it sounds stupidly overly simplistic, and you're like, I still don't believe you made all that money, Maurice. I need proof. That's fine. If we open up my little piece here, this is the Charles Schwab account, right? Past 5 days, ACH transfer over to my account for Chase specifically, ending in the account 582 that we just talked about. 20,000 on this day, 20,000 on that day within the past 5 days. Here's the actual completion date of the delivery for when it sent it to my bank account. So I made the $40,000 sent to myself anyway from trading that I paid myself. And I know you, again, usually I don't make that kind of money. Usually between 10,000 to 20,000, give or take, in a month, and then that's fine for the profits. I made more because to me, trading allows me to make as much or as little money as necessary. I hate debt 100%. So long story short, my dog basically got diagnosed with Addison's disease, which, if you're not familiar with it, it costs a lot for one, before we even get into what it is. But it costs $18,000 for us to figure out what was wrong and then for someone to fix it, unfortunately. Fortunately to fix it, but like unfortunately for the amount of money it was. So to me, I was like, great, I'm in a bunch of debt. Guess I got to do a couple more trades, maybe hold a little bit longer, right? Not from an emotional perspective, but from a logical perspective because it's going on a downtrend and I need to make some more money. And those were the trades, right? And I like those when I need a bunch of money. I like days like that because it's going down. It happens more often than not anyway, right? Sometimes there's days where it just goes sideways. The next day over here that we talked about, it was going down. I held for quite a while on that one. But I mean, look at this day. We can actually zoom in the correct way, right? It also just fell down. Almost anywhere you would have entered for an option put, which is you betting money would go to the down, that it would go, which is you betting that the market's going to go down, and you making money be it with that prediction, you made money. This ain't that hard. Sure, this is not the highest quality trade, being an A+ trade that I'm talking about the other thing, but a trade is a trade. An A through C is also passing. If you need money, you can do other trades. I prefer the days that are going sideways like this. But the problem with this day, at least on this specific one, if we go over to it, I almost took the trade, but I didn't because I maximized the sell. We had zone, reversal, confirmation, entry all the way down here. Sure, it would have worked massively, but I don't want the risk to reward of my stop losses here. I enter here and then potentially take profit one is here, which is fine. Actually, it might have been over here, but in that spot. But it's too far away from the stop loss. I liked, if we go to the day where we talked about, enter here, Stop loss is tight over here. And then I ended up having a take profit all the way down here. Much better, right? Because I needed the money. But it's just, and you only need one of those a week. So technically, within the past 10 days, I took 2 trades. That was it for me to get, well, excuse me, 3 trades. 3 trades for me to basically end up making that $60,000 in the past 10 days. It's not that complicated. I just held a little bit longer than usual, made the money that I needed to, and ran with it. We already know the strategy works. There's 1,005 people that are successful from one-on-one coaching. We already know that the full strategy is out there for free, which from here onward is for free, with live trades as well for me when I was not holding as long. But it's all there. So the question you have to answer is, why are you not there?